Pretty good mark. Lindsley with a stall count rising, forced to fire, but he's got a couple targets, and a gorgeous backhand finds Ben Yacht for his 4th goal of the half.
Yeah, Lindsley is earning his paycheck today. I mean, really good adjustment by the mark, not letting him get that around reset, and he looks downfield and just makes a throw to space.
I mean, this is a high stall count throw, and frankly, I'm not sure how Indy's defense let this happen on the deep space, because it was wide open for Williams or Yacht.
Yeah, I've been a little disappointed with the defense from Indy overall. They've really stuck to pure matchup, and you know, Eric Leonard told me before the game, we're not going to win these one-on-ones, but then they keep getting caught in one-on-ones.
Knifes a flick to Emmons, and he shoots it to Gabe Hernandez, who's wide open, uncovered. Hernandez sensed the pressure coming. Larberg right on that sideline. Double team, dangerous hammer over the top, and goodness, could that have been any more perfect? The answer's no. Dylan Larberg to Matt Armour for the game's first break.
Larberg plays with swagger, defensively and offensively, unafraid to look over the top.
Wild point. Great defense both ways. Culminates with a Larberg hammer to Armour. 2-1 Dallas early. San Diego needs to score here, don't they? Dallas will receive to start the second. Okita shooting it, and that's going to work. With time left on the clock, Travis Dunn with an emotional spike.
Well, San Diego changing their playbook just a little bit to get this started. The offensive coordinator dialing up a handler weave to gain some yardage and open up some space to midfield. And then with all of that space, we see the window to attack. And man, no room for error on short arming that throw at all.
Yeah, a window to attack, but it was a narrow one for sure.
Knocks down the bobbling disc. Bobbled by San Diego's Kyle Rubin. Olsen wide open. Fires cross field for Ruda, wide open. Great vision by Olsen there. Saw Ferruda alone. Through the tight space to Richardson. Hey, this possession is looking a little bit like what we saw earlier in the game with San Diego on O, as we see the flick launch from Olsen, and it's Ferruda again picking his spots, creeping downfield, and catching goals. On a gorgeous flick, flying into the arms of Ferruda, tossed by Olsen. And Connor Olsen will turn 21 years old next Saturday. Look out, Ultimate World. Roughnecks by 2 here in the third. Michael Tran overshoots Sean Hamm, intercepted by Matt Armour. Roughnecks with a chance to re-extend the lead to 4. Dylan Larberg, not a fan of being patient, launches another hammer and connects with his brother. About a 50-yard hammer from Dylan Larberg to Chris Larberg in the fourth quarter of the AUDL semifinals, like it's Saturday afternoon pickup back in Texas.
That's a dagger. And I think if that throw takes place with the atmospheric conditions of our first semifinal, with the amount of wind that we were experiencing, I'm not sure if that works.
That's a really good point, Ian. And I'm glad you made it, because we have to consider what is tomorrow going to be like for Dallas, presuming they win this game. They have played in slightly calmer conditions than New York did. If you don't mentally prepare for that, you're going to suffer the consequential.
Kevin Richardson did not score any goals for the Dallas Roughnecks yesterday. Played a very solid game with 36 completions and no turnovers, but no goals scored. He gets his first today as Yacht shoots it. Looking for Lindsley. That's right on the money. Could not have been any more perfect for the undefeated Empire.
Look, we're 2 offensive points in, but this is the display that we were expecting when we first saw these rosters get released before the season. How is anyone going to slow down the combination of Ben Yacht, Grant Lindsley, Harper Garvey, Jack Williams, all on the same unit? And right now, they're breaking the mark.
Under a minute to go in the quarter, sending Carson Wilder as he accelerates and breaks away from Jabron Meeser.
You know, I think last night, Connor Olson went back to the hotel room and recharged the rocket launcher. He dumped some more gas in it, made sure it was good to go this morning. His throwing prowess on display here at Championship Weekend.
I mean, that's just ridiculous. Puts the appropriate amount of inside out on it and a ton of spin.
And I don't know about you guys, but it felt like Dallas had almost lulled New York to sleep a little bit. Like the Empire defense didn't expect that deep shot because the Roughnecks had been so patient these past few possessions.
That's an
Smith is going deep. He's got steps on Meeser and another gorgeous throw for the Roughnecks. This time Carson Wilder put it on a platter for his elder teammate, Dalton Smith.
Well, it was interesting because Bo Kittredge was helping off of the stack just a tiny bit, but he didn't commit to chasing this down and fully playing that extra outfield position or safety help. Just a great finish there.
Garvey's diagonal hammer is perfect. Dylan Larberg held Yacht in contain about as long as anyone has before Yacht finally shook free to catch another Empire score. No changes to the Dallas O-line in this end of quarter situation, which could come into play if they turn it. Each team does have a timeout if they need it. As we tick down under 10 seconds, Ferruda takes a shot, and that's on the money. Oh, what a gorgeous put from Ferruda to Olson. These two guys who have stepped up so mightily. We're tied at 13 with 3 seconds on the clock.
I felt like New York came out prepared for the buzzer beater, and as throws started to occur upfield, lost sight of where Dallas was headed and how quickly they needed to get down there.
3 seconds remaining in the first half.
If you're Dallas, you'd love to score here and not give the Empire another chance with the size and explosiveness that they have in end of quarter situations. Coffin, difficult hammer, and Ferruda is there. That was otherworldly.
How about
15 seconds to go in the third.
How about that vision? Just eyeing the soft spot on the break side. You could see he was going through. That wasn't option 1A. He had to look through other options in the stack, in the backfield space.
In the semifinal here yesterday, and in a one-goal game as the fourth quarter begins, Garvey on the sideline, double-teamed, crossfield hammer, a rifle. Marksmanship on display from Harper Garvey.
That's the perfect celebration right there from Connor Klein. Harper Garvey just going out there, doing work.
Hammer reset to Jabron Meeser, who himself has played a ton of offense in his AUDL career. 18-year-old Tristan Yarder resets to the bidding Brownlee. Into the end zone, the Empire take their largest lead of the day. What a grab by Marquez Brownlee on the grand stage to keep possession alive.
Great things happen when you swing the disc and you change the angle of attack. It's so easy for offenses to get stuck just trying to attack the same third of the field and go down the far sideline. But look at how many windows and how much space opens up once they get this disc to midfield and they continue breaking the mark all the way down that backhand side.
They have been tested frequently throughout their East Division journey, a interdivisional game with the Raleigh Flyers as well. That very much could have gone either way, but here they are, now about 2 minutes away from an AUDL championship. Leading by 2, Lindsley shoots it, Yacht. Can he score one more? You better believe it. Goal number 6 for Ben Yacht in the final.
I feel as though in an effort to increase the defensive intensity, Dallas is starting to initiate a little too much physical contact to their detriment. They've received a number of yard penalties as this game has wound down. And in this particular possession, you know, I could imagine that even in flow, they would have still been able to hit Ben Yacht, but